A jury has reached a verdict in a civil lawsuit involving former President Donald Trump and writer E. Jean Carroll. They find Trump liable of battery and defamation. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the details.
After more than a week of testimony and a little under 3 hours of deliberations, a New York City jury finding former President Donald Trump liable of battery and defamation in connection with the claims brought by columnist E. Jean Carroll. The jury finding that Trump did not rape Carroll but sexually abused her and awarded her damages of $2 million in compensatory damages and $20,000 in punitive damages for battery. The trial was a first in American history, a former president accused in open court of rape. Author E. Jean Carroll telling the jury, "Donald Trump raped me, and when I wrote about it, he said it didn't happen. He lied and shattered my reputation, and I'm here to try to get my life back." The former president refused to take the stand in the federal civil lawsuit in which he's accused of sexual assault and defamation. Instead, jurors watched portions of a videotaped deposition.
That's Marla, yeah. That's my wife.
Which woman are you pointing to?
No, that's
Here.
Carroll.
Oh,
The person you just pointed to was E. Jean Carroll.
Trump has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing, Trump calling her a liar and has said Carroll is, quote, not his type.
I take it the 3 women you've married are all your type.
Yeah.
Carroll's lawyer told the jury when she spoke publicly about what he had done, he defamed her. On Monday, both sides given one last chance to try and sway the jury in their favors. Trump's attorney accusing Carroll of making up a rape story to sell a book. Carroll testified Trump attacked her nearly 30 years ago in a dressing room at Bergdorf Goodman, where she said he, quote, immediately shut the door and shoved me up against the wall and shoved me so hard my head banged. Carroll never went to the police, telling the jury she was ashamed, saying she decided to tell her story now because of the Me Too movement. The defense grilling her on why it took her so long to come forward. Former editor-in-chief of Elle, Roberta Myers, also taking the stand, calling Carroll a truth teller, speaking to the popularity of Carroll's advice column, which she lost after going public with her rape claim against Donald Trump. Trump's legal team had asked for a mistrial, which was denied. The jury, though, also awarding $1 million in damages and $1.7 million for reputation repair and $280,000 in punitive damages. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.